Okay, it's time for step 10. The secret to staying sober daily.
What if I told you the reason most people relapse has nothing to do with triggers, cravings, or even trauma? What if the real reason people fall back is because they stop doing one tiny thing each day, and that thing is step 10? Today, on That Recovery Life, we are unpacking the most overlooked, most misunderstood, but absolutely critical step in the 12-step journey, step 10.
This is the step that keeps you sober after the pink cloud fades. It is the one that checks your ego at the door and calls your patterns out before they take you out.
If you want to stay clean and sober long-term, I'm talking emotional sobriety, not just white-knuckling it. Step 10 is your daily non-negotiable. Let's dive in.
So let me start with a confession. 2 years sober, I was cruising, going to meetings, sponsoring people, working the steps, or so I thought.
I feel a plot twist coming.
Yep. One day, I'm snapping at my partner over something stupid. Next day, I'm lying at work to cover a mistake. And by day 3, I'm isolating, binge-watching, eating garbage, ignoring my sponsor. I hadn't picked up a drink, but I was living dirty.
Because the relapse starts way before the drink when we pick up.
Exactly. That week, I realized I hadn't done a single personal inventory in days. I wasn't checking my ego. I wasn't making amends. I was just surviving, and that's not recovery.
That right there is why step 10 is not optional. It's daily recovery insurance.
Let's answer the question. What is step 10 and why does it matter? Let's break it down. Step 10 says, continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it.
The key word is continued. This isn't a one-time cleansing. This is daily maintenance. You shower every day, right? Same thing. Your spiritual condition needs that rinse and reset.
And it is not just about listing your screw-ups. It's about noticing them before they stack up, before they turn into full-blown character defects running your life again.
Step 10 is emotional sobriety in real time. It's the daily mirror, the pause, the self-check that says, how was I today? Who did I help? Who did I hurt? What do I need to own?
But there are common mistakes that will derail step 10. Let's look at what really happens in step 10 when we don't pay attention and follow our recovery program. And let's get real. Here's how people mess this up.
Mistake number 1, not doing it daily. If you're waiting for a spiritual crisis before you do inventory, it's already too late.
Mistake number 2, using step 10 to beat yourself up. This is not a guilt trip. It's not about perfection. It's about honesty, growth, and course correction.
Mistake number 3, skipping the amends part. The step says, promptly admitted it. That means today, not next week, not when it's convenient.
And mistake number 4, thinking you're above it. I don't care if you've got 10 years sober. Pride is the first lie the disease tells you.
So how do you really work? Step 10. Here's what I do, and it takes less than 10 minutes.
Lay it on us.
End of the day. I sit still. I breathe. I ask myself, was I resentful today? Was I dishonest? Was I afraid? Did I hurt anyone with words, silence, or actions? Did I show love? Did I listen? Then I write it. Sometimes 2 lines, sometimes a page.
I use the same process, but I also add, where did I act out of ego instead of service today? That one gets me every time.
And if I realize I owe someone an apology, I either text them that night or pick up the phone the next morning. That's it. Simple. Not always easy, but always worth it. Quick break if this episode is hitting home for you. Hit that subscribe button. It helps us reach more people who need this message.
And if you've got a daily step 10 routine that works for you, drop it in the comments. Share it. Someone else might need exactly what you figured out.
All right, back to it.
Here's the deal. Step 10 might not seem glamorous. No big confessions, no dramatic breakthroughs. But it's where real recovery lives.
And the outcomes? Let me list them. Less drama, more emotional clarity, better relationships, faster amends, peace of mind, and freedom from that gnawing guilt we used to carry everywhere.
It also strengthens our spiritual condition. Every time we own our part, we weaken the disease. We train our brain to live clean, not just stay sober. I don't fear relapse the way I used to because step 10 catches me before I go off the rails.
Step 10 is the lighthouse. It lets you correct course before you hit the rocks.
So why do people stop doing step 10? We gotta talk about this. I've seen people drop this step, stop doing inventory, stop admitting when they're wrong, and within weeks, their whole energy shifts.
They get defensive, angry, isolated. They start blaming others again. And before you know it, they're just taking a break from meetings, then from recovery.
That's the disease, baby. It doesn't yell, it whispers.
And it says, "You're doing fine. You don't need this anymore." And that lie kills people every day. So, Maya, what keeps you committed to step 10?
Honestly, peace. I've lived with chaos. I've lived with lies. I've lived with shame that almost took me out. And step 10 gives me peace. Every day I get to clean up my mess and sleep in a clean conscience.
For me, it's legacy. I show up better for my kid, my relationships, my community. Step 10 keeps me accountable to the man I said I wanted to become.
If you're listening and you're thinking, man, I haven't been doing this at all, it's okay. You're not behind. You're right on time.
Start today. Tonight. 5 minutes. Get honest. Write it down. And if you messed up, own it, promptly. Because the longer you wait, the heavier it gets. But the moment you speak truth, that weight lifts. Recovery is not about never falling. It's about falling less and getting up faster. Step 10 helps you do that.
Thanks for showing up today. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's in the grind. This is That Recovery Life, and we're walking it with you.
One step, one day, one truth at a time.